California's largest and most exciting casino with more slots, the most jackpots, the largest poker room, and state-of-the-art bingo. Experience it all at Pechanga. Book your experience today at Pechanga.com. Just up to 53 weeks Specula.
When the News Watch never stops, always live and local. This is KNX 1070 News Radio.
It's Tuesday, April 8th. I'm Tom Ewell.
I'm Jan Stevens. Here are some of our top stories.
New figures show employers are looking to hire more people.
President Obama takes steps to help women earn the same pay as men.
Internal Revenue Service Commissioner says tax preparers need more oversight.
Next news time, 10:30. Things could be brightening up on the job front. Number of job openings advertised rose 3% in February compared with the month earlier. Economist Joel Neroff says businesses have been reluctant to add to their payrolls during the dead of winter.
Once the warm weather comes in and they see that the growth is picking up, that's when they'll turn those openings into hires.
Companies put out help wanted notices for more than 4 million job openings in February. That's the highest number of postings in 6 years.
Today's equal pay day. President Obama observed it by signing 2 executive orders aimed at ending the gender gap in salaries. One requires federal contractors to file reports that would make it easier to find discrimination. The other bars federal contractors from punishing workers for discussing their pay. The nation's employers are looking at extending those types of protections to all workplaces.
Senate is taking up a bill to put more teeth into the equal pay law already on the books, letting employees sharing pay about their salaries and making it easier for women to sue for discrimination. Senate Democratic leader Aaron Reed.
It's unconscionable. American women currently take home an average of 77 cents every dollar their male colleagues earn.
Employers opposed the bill, and Republicans filibustered it last time around, and a key procedural vote to see if it can pass this year is expected on Thursday. CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Every year, 80 million Americans pay somebody to prepare their income taxes, but some say regulation of those tax preparers isn't as good as it could be. IRS Commissioner John Koskinen says it becomes easier for people to do their own taxes, and the IRS needs stronger oversight of the people who are paid to do them.
Although a few states have begun regulating unlicensed preparers, most of the tax professional community favors federal oversight to avoid the possibility of a patchwork of conflicting state requirements.
He says in 2010, the IRS was granted limited oversight that included testing tax preparers.
New crash test results are in for mid-size SUVs. They show bigger is not necessarily safer. Only 2 out of 9 got a good rating. Russ Rader with the Insurance Institute that conducts these tests tells KNX why so many vehicles did not fare well.
The problem for 6 of the SUVs in this group, including the worst performers, the Honda Pilot, the CX-9, and the Kia Sorento, was the structures of their occupant compartments just collapsed.
The only ones that got a good rating were the Chevy Equinox and the GMC Terrain.
Secretary of State John Kerry is aiming a new round of criticism at Russia. He testified at a hearing of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee amid reports that Russia is trying to stir up dissent in Ukraine.
Quite simply, what we see from Russia is an illegal and illegitimate effort to destabilize a sovereign state and create a contrived crisis with paid operatives across an international boundary.
He said Russia is creating an excuse for a new buildup of Russian troops that could be used to invade Ukraine. Today, Ukrainian security forces forced pro-Russian demonstrators out of a regional government building.
Foreign national in custody after allegedly planning drone strikes in the U.S.
The FBI says a Moroccan man living in Connecticut had planned to put bombs on radio-controlled airplanes and fly them into a school and a federal building. 27-year-old El Mahdi Fatih allegedly told an undercover agent details of the plot. Federal prosecutors say Fatih is being held without bail on immigration violations and could ultimately face charges of terrorism. Heather Bosch, CBS News. KNX 1034.
Traffic and weather together on KNX 1070, sponsored by the International Gem and Jewelry Store. Here's Tom Tran.
Looks like the 210 just doesn't want to get better. An earlier crash on the 210 westbound in Pasadena, that's gone, but we have a new problem. The disabled vehicle on the westbound side of the 210, right around the 605, just after the 605 actually. It's blocking the center lane. They're trying to move that out of the way. CHP will probably be running a traffic break shortly, but the 210 westbound, very busy from Citrus Avenue all the way into Pasadena. It doesn't get better until you get over towards Hill Avenue. Then don't be shocked, but it's going to get very busy again because of that earlier crash near the 134. Scott Bird has eyes on that now.
The crash is gone. Good.